Welcome to Storytime. I'm your host, Mrs. Zucker. Today I want to read you the story You're All My Favorites. This story, like yesterday's story, is written by Sam McBratney and illustrated by Anita German. While we read this story today, I want you to think about how are all three of these books related? What do they have in common? And then I also want you to think about specifically, how are you the most wonderful you in the whole wide world? Title of this story is You're All My Favorites by Sam McBratney and illustrated by Anita German. You're all my favorites. Once upon a time, there was a mother bear, a father bear, and 3 baby bears. A first baby bear, a second baby bear, and a third baby bear. Whoever tucked them in at night always said the same thing to them. You are the most wonderful baby bears in the whole wide world. One night after Mommy Bear had tucked them in, and after she had said, "You are the most wonderful baby bears in the whole wide world," the baby bears began to wonder. That means they began to think, But how do you know? They asked their Mommy Bear. How do you know we are the most wonderful baby bears in the whole wide world? Because your daddy told me, said Mommy Bear. When your daddy saw you on the night you were born, he said, and I remember very well, he said, "Those are the nicest baby bears I have ever seen. They are the nicest baby bears anyone has ever seen." That was a good answer. The 3 baby bears snuggled down as content as could be. That means they were happy. But one day, the first baby bear began to think, He wondered if the other 2 bears were nicer than he was. They had patches after all, and he did not. Maybe his mommy really liked patches. I wonder that too. You guys wondering that? Let's read to find out. And the second baby bear began to wonder. Maybe Daddy loves the other 2 more than me, she thought. They were boy bears after all, and she was not. I'm wondering. Yep, the third baby bear. And the third baby bear began to worry. I'm only the littlest, he thought. Everybody's bigger than me. So that night, the 3 baby bears asked their daddy bear, "Which one of us do you like the most? Who is your favorite? We can't all be the best." I wonder about that. I do think you could all be the best. "Yes, you can," said Daddy Bear. "I know you can because I heard your mommy say so. When she saw you and Daddy Bear picked up the first baby bear to give him a cuddle, she said, 'That is the most perfect first baby bear that anyone has ever seen.' Even with no patches?" "Patches don't matter at all," replied his daddy, and he tucked him in. And when When your mommy saw you, Daddy Bear picked up the second baby bear. She said, "That is the most perfect second baby bear that anyone has ever seen." "Even if I'm not a boy?" "Girl or boy, it makes no difference," said her daddy, and he hugged her tight. And when your mommy saw you, Daddy Bear lifted the last baby bear into his arms. She said, "That is the most perfect third baby bear that anyone has ever seen. Even if I'm the littlest?" Bigly or littly, we love you just the same. So there, 3 favorites. You're all my favorite. And the best baby bears in the whole wide world went to sleep as happily as could be, because that was a good answer too. The end. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this story. And again, I want you to think about, how are all 3 of these books related? What do they kind of have in common? And I also want you to think about, how are you the most wonderful you in the whole wide world? Maybe you're going to want to draw a picture, write some sentences. Maybe you're going to ask other people, how do they think you are the most wonderful you in the whole wide world? I want you all to know that I do think you are the most wonderful you in the whole wide world. See you later.